All right. It looks like I am finally getting this thing going. For those of you who don't know me, I am Sean, and I am about to start firing up a good old game called Ultima 6, The False Prophet. I don't think I've really actually sat down to do like a serious Let's Play yet. I've kind of messed around with some stuff earlier and tried to be funny. Uh, but I really wanted to do uh, some of the Ultima games because they're really interesting. Like they're not great games anymore by today's standards, or maybe they are. Uh, but I really feel like they tried to do some interesting things that hadn't been really done in video games, insofar as like trying to have a narrative and trying to do something that wasn't just murder the bad guy. Have some depth to the gameplay. Uh, it's been a long time since I've played any of the Ultima games, so I can't really remember if they succeeded or if it was just straight up nostalgia for me being like awake at ridiculous hours of the night playing Ultima 5 and trying to see if I can't rescue Lord British on my old Apple IIe. To that end, I am going to go ahead and fire this up. We'll see how it works. I found out that I'm using the GOG.com version of Ultima 6 that's out that seems to be functional. It runs through DOSBox, and it's weird because it will run full screen unless I Alt Tab out of it. Uh, because of that, I don't really have the option of referring to the manual. So I'll probably screw some stuff up to begin with. So I might be starting and stopping the game at some point, just because it's kind of weird. Also, I'm using the NVIDIA Shadow Play to broadcast this, which probably isn't the best way of doing it. I'm sure there are better ways of getting games onto Twitch, uh, but fuck if I know what those are. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start it up and start straight up with the beginning, creating a character. I'm not using any facts or any kind of help for this, so it's, as far as I can tell, going to be as close to a pure playthrough as I can do. Um, and I don't think I've ever actually beaten Ultima 6. I know I've beaten Ultima 4 and 7 and 8. Uh, but I think 5 and 6 are the two that I really haven't beaten. So this is probably going to be as much of a experience for me as it is for anybody else. So here we go. Gonna go ahead and fire it up right now, and we'll see what we get. Oh, DOSBox logo. So 1990s. Upon the world, 5 seasons have passed since your triumphant homecoming from Britannia. You have traded the Avatar's life of peril and adventure for the lonely serenity of a world at peace. But television supermen cannot take the place of friends who died at your side. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Ultima series, the sort of conceit, at least for Ultima's 4, 5, or well, the Avatar series, Ultima 4 and on, the conceit is that you, the player, are magically transported to the world where you sort of become the ultimate hero. Uh, 4 was about becoming that hero. Like, there wasn't a peril in the world. There was just, the king was like, you know what, we really could use somebody to show off the virtues that we all believe in to be some kind of symbol. And then 5 was sort of the aftermath of that, where they actually took all of the virtues that they propped up as like the way to live life, to which you are the sort of ultimate embodiment of, and crank those up to 11 until it was terribly impressive, which was really cool. And I almost did Ultima 5 instead of Ultima 6, but like I said, I've never beaten Ultima 6, so I thought this might be a good one. Also, this was the only one that anybody suggested starting with, so that's what I went ahead and did. Anyway, so aside from that, the television Superman cannot take the place of friends who died at your side. Outside, a chill wind rises, and there is the cover of Ultima 5 right over there on the left. Just to the left of the trees. It's starting to rain, and in moments the storm is upon you. And I remember when these were like the height of graphics. I think that makes me old. Tongues of lightning lash the sky, conducting an unceasing crescendo of thunder. That's kind of rose, purple like the trees. I guess I shouldn't make too much fun of it. Like this is some pretty old school stuff. Like they didn't even give me much rush to Pac-Man. In a cataclysm of sound and light, a bolt of searing blue fire strikes the earth. That is some crazy shit right there. Lightning among the stones. Is this a sign from distant Britannia? Stumbling, running behind, blind in the storm, into the forest, down the path, through the rain, to the stones. Near the stones, the smell of damp, blasted earth hangs in the air. A frozen moment of lightning-struck daylight, you glimpse a tiny obsidian stone in the midst of the circle. Wondering, if I remember right, in the original box, this actually came with a physical black, like, chunk of onyx or jet or something to represent the black stone. All of the Ultima games came with cool little tchotchkes, some of which were super awesome. They always had this really high quality cloth map that always looked really nice. I just wish that more games would do that, but it seems way expensive for what you get, and like nobody buys their software in boxes anymore, so I guess there's no need to add that kind of thing. And from the heart of the stones, a soft rolling door ascends in silence. Exultant memories wash over you as you clutch the stone. Last you saw an orb such as this, it was cast down by Lord British to banish the tyrant Blackfoot. Joy soon gives way to apprehension. The gate to Britannia has always been blue, as the morning sky. It's like Darth Vader's lightsaber now. Abruptly the portal quivers and begins to sink into the ground. Its crimson light wanes. Desperation makes the decision an easy one. And you go running. Apparently, you already have the Prince Valiant haircut going on, which is handy. Going into a pseudo-medieval Renaissance kind of I say medieval, but yeah, it's Ultima has always had a very Ren Fair kind of feel to it. Ultima 6, The False Prophet. We've seen the introduction. Looks like we are going to create a character because there's no saved game, so we're going to need to do that. By what name shalt thou be called? What name should I give this guy? How about Steve? Steve the Avatar seems good. My wife would like that. She needs everything Steve. Art thou male or female? How not progressive. Of course, this was in 1990, and people didn't give any thoughts to those. Male. It does. I don't think it really matters in this game. There aren't really like you don't have romance options and stuff like you do in modern games. So I guess it just need to take that. Let's see. One net. American. Increases from men. Vaguely dwarfy, even though there are no dwarves in this game. Or member of the Aryan nation. This is kind of the default version that everything goes to. This guy. He's a little less uncomfortable than the Aryan Brotherhood. Welcome, O Seeker. Oh, the infamous Ultima character creation. I think Fallout wound up using something similar, where it creates your character by asking questions. A lonely stroll along the unfamiliar forest path brings you upon a curious gypsy valley. Its exotic colors dappled in the summer shade. This is actually a throwback to the original sort of storyline of 4. In Ultima 4, you come to a red fair, do the gypsy thing, do the character creation bit, and then you wake up in Britannia. And you can technically transfer your character from Ultima 4 to Ultima 5 to Ultima 6, and I don't know if you can go from 6 to 7 or not. Excuse me. But it's kind of cool that you could perpetuate a character like that. A woman's voice rings out of friendship, beckoning you into across the wagon's threshold. And as it happens, into another life. Green-eyed gypsy lady. Sorry, now I'm doing awesome Twitch things legitimately. At last thou hast come to fulfill thy destiny, the gypsy says. She smiles as if in great relief. Sit before me now, and I shall pour the light of virtue into the shadows of thy future. So the way this is going to work, for those of you who are, again, unfamiliar with Ultima, is that you'll get asked a series of questions that will relate to the virtues that are sort of the crux of the Ultima games. And then those answers will put certain virtue values higher than others. And depending on what your highest is, it will determine what your class was. You don't really have a class in this. You're the avatar. You're sort of can do anything. But, you know, if you have a lot of valor answers, it'll make you a knight. If you have a lot of justice, I think it would have started you out as a druid. I think that was justice. class to the avatar. You just get to be the avatar. This just kind of sets up your stats and how your character is going to be built. Sorry, I got to get sidetracked talking about this. So, at last I was come to fulfill that destiny, the gypsy says. She smiles as if in great relief. Sit before me now, and I shall hold the light of virtue in the shadows of the future. On a wooden table sits eight bottles stand, a rainbow of bubbling liquids. Behold the virtues of the avatar. It says, let us begin the casting. I am really glad I can put virtue in the bottle. Although a simple fisherman thou art also a skillful swordsman. Thy lord dost seek an answer to assemble a peacetime guard. Dost thou A. answer the call so that all may witness thy valor, or B. humbly decline the offer to join Lord's largely ceremonial knighthood? I am definitely the kind of person who would be like, yes. As a matter of fact, I will go join you. So pick A for that one. Thou art a bounty hunter, sworn to return a legend after his capture. Thou dost come to believe him innocent. Dost thou A. sacrifice thy sizable bounty for thy belief, or B. honor thine oath to return him as promised? I don't think you can morally turn in somebody who you think is innocent. In this case, I mean, I'm guessing that they're not going to get a trial, or at least not litigating now. So I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice my bounty. Entrusted to deliver an uncounted purse of gold, thou dost meet a poor beggar. Dost thou A. deliver the gold honestly, knowing the trust in thee was well placed, or B. show compassion and give the beggar a coin missed? I think I have to be honest, because it's not my money. If it was my money, I could spend it as I wished, and I probably would, but it is not mine. Let me justify my answers. Thou dost believe that virtue resides in all people. Thou dost hear a robe steal from thy lord. Dost thou A. call him to justice, or B. personally try to sway him back to the spiritual path of good? I think I'd have to call him to justice. A merchant owes thy friend money, now long past due. Thou dost see the same merchant drop a purse of gold. Dost thou A. honestly return the purse intact, or B. justly give thy friend a portion of the gold first? I would be honest. A burly knight accosts thee and demands thy food. Dost thou A. valiantly refuse and engage the knight, or B. sacrifice thy rations unto the knight? I would not give it to him if he was trying to bully me. Because I'm a dick like that. Thou hast been prohibited by thy absent lord from joining thy friends in a close pitched battle. Dost thou A. refrain so thou may honestly claim obedience, or B. show valor and aid thy comrades, knowing thou may deny it later? I would help my friends. Absolutely. Also, I have a feeling this is. I'm looking at the bottles, and red is valor. Right now, it looks like I'm pretty much toss up. If I remember right, valor sets you up to be a fighty type. Honesty sets you up to be a losery type. I tend to not like being a spellcaster in games. I like to just go and get things as hard as I can, generally speaking. So I'm probably gonna lean towards valor more often than not. But it looks like I won't have any valor questions. The path of the avatar lies beneath thy feet, worthy Steve. I shouldn't make fun of that name. There are plenty of people flask of shimmering liquids. Drink of these waters and go forth among our people who shall receive thee in joy. Yeah, anytime Strange in a gypsy cart hands me a bubbly multicolored liquid, the first thing I'm going to do is drink it. So what you do? As you drink from the flask, vertigo overwhelms you. A sweet mist obscures the gypsy's face and you sink without fear into an untroubled sleep. This would never happen in a game these days. Like, in this scenario, it would just be like, yeah. You wake at a different time on another world's shore. The Avatar's quest brings you both triumph and tragedy. Never do stray from the path of the virtues. And why would I? The sagas of Ultima 4 and Ultima 5 chronicle your perilous travels, and your name and your deeds are written forever among Britannia's legends. Watch me check. Finally, tempered by your struggles against the enemies of virtue, proving ready to answer the epic challenge of Ultima 6. Now back to the actual game. Dazed, you emerge from the portal to find yourself standing on a desolate plain. Nearby was a massive ruin-struck altar shrouded in I know you guys are probably waiting for the action of the game, and I probably don't have to read everything, but I'm going to anyway because this is my let's play. At first, the plain is still, and voices raise a slow, death-like song, drawing closer and closer as the moment seized by an urge to run, and why not? The slam, chanting its never-ending situation. Oh, and it turns out that it's not just people, it's crazy demon things. Before you can offer a protest, the creatures are surrounded, scaly claws grasping earthly strength. The monsters bind you to an altar stone. Kneeling, the hordes sway and chant as a stately winged nightmare steps before you. The leader unwraps a leather-covered brass mounted sights from the forward storytelling. Shouts and jeers explode from the masses as the priest slams shut the door, his hand on the malignant dagger. Close your eyes, a dying scream certainly fills the air. So purple prose, such wow. Cat calls, the dagger, the scream, death. Pandemonium, shrieks of rage, of terror. 16-bit graphics from the inevitable possibility of are still alive. Well, that's good because we wouldn't have much of a gain if I died. Unless this was good, I think. Silent red light fills the darkness. There is the clacking crossbow and violent flesh. Wow! A violet-fledged rose blooms in the priest's burial yeah, I mean, wow, that's interesting. Oh, I see Richard Gere in this part. His two friendly faces fold from a new gift. pass until you actually take an action. And if I remember right, this one doesn't. It's not going to run while I'm not actually playing. I don't know if anybody's actually watching this. I have no idea. Which has been kind of a pain. Finally. There we go. So now I'm logged into chat. I don't think anybody's actually watching this, but that's fine. All right. So here we are again. It is Steve's turn. It looks like. And if I remember correctly, we are currently in combat. Oh, I don't want to break it off. I want to begin combat. I want to attack this guy right here. Actually know what's going on. Oh, okay. Gargoyle is now a pile of guts for all of my people are apparently controlled by Alright. Gargoyle's dead. This is such a weird And there we go. Now we can break up combat. Find leather helmet and leather armor. Well, I could use both of those things. So I will get the leather helmet and the leather armor. Let's go back to our character. I've already got a leather helm. Does any of my dudes need a helm? No. No, everybody's pretty much set. Looks like. Oh yeah, and it counts encumbrance too. And I think you can look inside bags. Yep. There you go. He's got a bunch of food in there. Always nice to see that. One of the things that sort of Ultima was famous for was doing their best with their limited like resources at the time, creating like a world where you can interact with things really well. So like a lot of times you can push or move or take like dinnerware off of tables and that sort of thing, which didn't really have much of an effect on things, but since they didn't have a way of doing like really good first person action, to where you feel immersed, it was the best they could do, and that was pretty cool. All right, so here we are. We're gonna talk to the king here, Lord British. You see the noble ruler of Britannia. He is so noble. I like how it tells you all of the stuff that he's got in case you want to steal any of it. Steve, 'tis good to see thee again. For some reason, he's somewhere between Bane and Sean Connor to me. Much hath happened since thou last departed our realm. But I must make sure 'tis truly thee. Alright, here we go. Only the true Avatar would know what was contained in the compendium I sent. Ah, crap! Here we go. Uh, fun times. Uh, you know what? I am going to do something crazy. I'm going to pause this broadcast. I think it'll let me pause this broadcast. I'm going to go get a second computer so that I can actually look at the compendium so that I can answer the questions. Oh, well, maybe not. Wintermute is having a really hard time hearing my commentary. I apologize. I don't know if it is not coming through my microphone or not, or which microphone it's actually using, if it's using my headset or not. All right. So let's see if I can. I'm gonna make an attempt at pausing this so that I can defeat the copy protection that is still in this game. Okay, sorry about that little pause there in the broadcast. Let me make sure that I haven't muted myself. Okay. Uh, so what I was saying before was that uh, old copy protection was, hey, why don't you pull out the manual and answer this question that you can only find in the manual? Fortunately, GOG.com does provide the manuals for these old games, but I still had to go and track down the file so that I could actually answer the question. In this case, how were the headless produced? If I remember right, the headless were uh, pretty much exactly that. They're monsters with no heads. Uh, let's see. Threat of the Gargoyles, Citizenry, the, a Bestiary, page 31. One of these days I'll have to print this out. This is a straight up scan of just the original uh, manual. Bestiary. Okay, I am looking for the headless entry, and it says this of the headless, the product of a wizard's failed experiment. These wretched creatures somehow manage to sense the location of their quarry and strike with unnatural accuracy. Do not fall prey to pity, for a headless would soon strangle you with his bare hands as accept your mercy. Well, that's nice to know. How were the headless produced? What do I say? Usually it's a single word answer. I'm going to guess that the answer in this case is wizard. Thou art correct. What valued item canst one find near the spawning grounds of hydras? According to the Hydra, the putrid quagmire of the swamp is the spawning ground of this botanical nightmare. Survivors of the Great Battle on the Bloody Plains tell of driving the enemy into the adjacent swamplands where the carnivorous hydras completed their mission of destruction. While fearsome, hydras also bring good luck of a sort. When one finds a hydra, the valued nightshade mushroom can be found close by. Nightshade would be the answer. Thou art correct. Yay! What doth trolls lack? Sense? Brains? What does it say? Actually, I have to look at this on another computer because if I alt-tab out of here, it's going to minimize it and then I have to do all sorts of stupid things. Trolls. The brutish troll takes perverted pleasure in hiding beneath bridges so it can terrorize the unsuspecting traveler. I love that they actually made the trolls live under bridges. That is the best thing ever. Uh, Fortunately, trolls are relatively weak and they lack endurance, so they pose only a moderate threat when encountered. What do trolls lack? Endurance. Fine, fine, cross the bridge. Gah. Alright. Ah, 'tis thee indeed, Steve. Take this key. Good thing you only have to ask me 3 questions, and then you can give me the key. It will unlock the gatehouse by the southern entrance to the castle. Then you can use the lever inside to raise the portcullis, and the crank will lower the drawbridge. The same key will also let you into the sewers under the castle. That's where I want to go. Now, let me tell thee what hath transpired since thy last visit. What hath transpired since thy last visit? My last visit? Ugh, laptop, go over there. Alright, cool. Here we go. There's going to be a lot of talking in this game. I'm going to lose my voice, I swear to God. Swear to Gad. The vast underworld from which thou didst rescue me hath collapsed. In Ultima 5, Lord British, which is basically the Mary Sue of the head of the game design company, was trapped in the underworld in a network of tunnels, uh, while his second in command sort of became a supreme fascist leader uh, up top while he was missing. Anyway, so that collapsed. Yet still there are forces of evil abroad in the land. Well, aren't there always? Except in Ultima 4. Like, there were just mindless monsters around while you showed how awesome you were and gave money to beggars. Britannia is under attack by gargoyles such as those thou just fought. They have been coming up through the dungeons. There are 8 dungeons, by the way. One corresponding with each virtue, and is the opposite of it. Thus far, they have mainly been attacking the shrines of the 8 virtues. Okay, so here's the first thing where we have actually interaction. When we get to him stop, like when he stops talking and I can actually ask questions, there are conversation trees, but you actually have to type the word. So I will probably be like, shrines, virtues, and try and go through and figure out sort of what I need to do from there. When the shrine of compassion didst fall, Sir Geoffrey sent a party to free it. Do thou ask him of this mission. Perhaps thou can prove of some assistance. Whilst thou art here, I have a room in the castle set aside for thy personal use. Sweet, I have a base of operations. 'Tis in the west wing of the castle, just south of mine own chambers. Well, it's always nice to be on the west wing. I have had my servants place some equipment there in case thou shouldst have need of it. Nice. That is my first stop then. Of course thou mayst feel free to borrow anything in my castle if thou shouldst need it. Aw, thanks. I can steal from you with impunity. Lastly, any time thou dost need healing, do thou but ask me. If thou doth wish me to repeat all of this later, thou need but ask. So I'm going to say healing first, because I think I've actually taken some damage. Lord British waves his hand and your whole party is healed. Awesome. That's what I like to hear. So, if I remember right, we had virtues, we had shrines, we had Joffrey. So let's start with virtues. Stay strong in thy commitment to the 8 virtues. It is our belief in them that sets us apart from the cruel invaders who would destroy all that we hold dear. They hate your freedom. The gargoyles hate your freedom. Shrines. By now the gargoyles may have captured them all. Ooh, those are important things. Thou must hurry if thou wouldst foil their evil screams. Geoffrey? He is the captain of the guard. I'm going to go through shrines, virtues, Geoffrey. Making sure I didn't healing. Okay. This is how it usually goes. Name, I am Lord British. What's your job? I sit upon the throne of Britannia. Oh, troubled times. The gargoyles are indeed the greatest threat our realm has ever known. We are fortunate indeed that fate hath brought thee here in our hour of need. Gargoyles. Perhaps thou canst drive these vile creatures back into the bowels of the earth from whence they came. All of our efforts thus far have led us not. Alright. See you later. a tall, handsome man, but hidden in his coat is a red right hand. Sorry. I am glad to see thee, Steve. Perhaps thou canst prevail where others could not. I hope so. I sent a party of 10 to recapture the Shrine of Compassion from the gargoyles. Ah, this is the guy I needed to talk to. Alas, they failed dismally. That is what I like to hear. The survivors are recuperating in the town of Cove. Thou wouldst do well to speak with them first. I should actually be taking frickin' notes. Because this is some old school stuff, and they don't give you a journal or, like, any handy-dandy notes to get you from place to place. So I'm actually going to pull out my notebook. I have a bunch of like old RPG notes in here. Awesome. So here we go. So go to Cove to question the survivors of the Shrine of Compassion. Yeah, that would do well to speak with them first. Maybe they learned something which might aid thee. I must confess, I fear the worst. The gargoyles are such powerful foes, and they are spreading so fast. Perhaps the end of the realm is nigh. Of course, directly to talk to this guy. Okay, yeah. Best not waste time talking. Concerned-looking mage. Hail to the end, my lord, and well met. Is this Hawkwind? So I learned the peril through my mystic arts, and that aid might be sent unto thee. Iolo, I saw that thou didst find a book. Might I examine it? Certainly, my lord. Perhaps thou canst better make sense of it than I, says Iolo. Strange. This has a picture on its cover of a gargoyle standing with one foot on the chest of a slain human. This is interesting. It's written in a language I know not. That is pretty interesting. Thank you, Take it to Mariah at the Lyceum, sorry. The finest scribe on the Great Council of Wizards. Also, if I remember, somebody who might join my party. So... She has studied many languages, and perhaps she can decipher this book for thee. One more thing, Avatar. I noticed that thou didst arrive through a red gateway. Dost thou have the stone that opened the gate? Why, yes, I do. Best ask Lord British about it. I believe he has some knowledge of such items. Alright. You show Lord British the black stone. I have such a stone as thou may recall. I did not know that there were more such orbs. 'Twill serve thee well in thy travels if thou dost learn to master its powers. Oh, it has powers. To open a gate, use the stone and carefully position it a few feet from thee. Okay? Thou wilt discover that the placement is key. In the proper positions, the stone can conjure gates to take thee to numerous destinations. Okay. So I just have to figure out where I have to put it to take me to places. Okay, so I guess my first job, my first order of business should be to go to the west wing of the castle. Use the door. Okay. I keep wanting to WASD this game, and it doesn't. What's the book here? Hubert's Hair-Raising Adventure. Written and illustrated by Bill Peet, Hubert the Lion was haughty and vain, and especially proud of his elegant mane. He could sit his sword, this was not proper at all, and the lion. So there's two keys. And also this is my chamber. Leather boots. These leather boots. Take 'em right now. Got some leather boots. This key on this chest. That's This scroll is filled with Lord British's notes on his astronomical observations. Ah, okay. So I'm totally in the King's Chambers. Awesome. But you can do awesome things like look, use the telescope. I think I'll look northwest. Cool. That's what's northwest. That was kind of what I meant by The bag. Oh God. Move. Yes. Yep. How many do I want to move? I want to move 10. Yes. Bag. There we go. Spider silk into the bag. How long the days before Oh, thou dost see a scroll. If you're looking for the clue, there's something for you under the plant in the serpent's hole. That. Talking to a mouse, says Dupree. Methinks you're starting to imagine things. Squeak, squeak, squeaking. Sure, squirk. Cheese? Do you have any cheese? I don't think I have any cheese. I should probably look and see if any foods have cheese. I don't know whether the Avatar has no cheese. Jester, you see a careful fellow, a carefree, not a careful fellow. Otherwise, he probably would be a jester. A clue, and it's important, and just for you. All right, Chuckles, give me your clue. Yes, it's crucial to your quest. Do you want to know what it is? Yes. Yes. I won't tell you the clue. Oh, thanks, jerk. But I will give you this hint that it may lead you to it. Hint, chest, Nistel. Fun. Oh, that's fun. Um, Jest, Have you heard the one about the nun, the dragon, and the drunken penguin? No. It's too bad. Neither have I. Oh, you're funny. What were some of the other things that he said? Teach, huh? Speech. Then we get to that point. Jip. Jeer. Prance. Frolic. Alcoholic. There we go. British is something that he said. Nose. Apparently next time I talk to Lord British, I have to say nose. Jape. Tomfoolery. That's the one I missed. Because Dick Foolery and Harry Foolery both called in sick. Heard. And there we go. Yes. Riddle me this. Do you know what the goose said to the avatar? Said onk onk. Okay, onk is the symbol of the avatar. Yeah, blah. Thought it was good. Well, who has... Oh, that's right, I did. Chuckles. This up. Nose. Okay. I may get in trouble for not said that. Okay, so here's the thing. I think is the case. There's all these little holes like right here, and I'm pretty sure that if I get the mouse in my party, I can solo as the mouse. I'm pretty sure I can just go solo, right? I don't know how to go solo. Use the door. Gonna mug some wine. Oh, looks like some cheese. Is that cheese? I'm gonna totally snack the cheese. And that way, if I see the mouse again, I can get her up and all up in the party. Merchant. He looks really hot. Bare-chested, muscular man with his body gleaming with sweat. Name. Name. You're the greatest hero in all the land. What's your name, dude? Maldrick, I am. Once Maldrick the boar hunter, now Maldrick the cook. Boar. I used to live in the forest and hunt wild boars. But one day I presented a roast boar as a gift to His Majesty, and he liked it so much he hired me for as his cook. Roast? The secret is in the spices. It's an old family recipe. Me? I'll never tell. Ah, dang it. Cook. I like having a job where I can make people happy. That's a good thing to want, dude. Um, Forest? Funny you should mention that. Reminds me of my secret recipe for roast boar. Awesome. Boar. I think there's probably something you can say to get him to go. Always good to Sly-looking fellow dressed in rags. That's always good. I'm Lord British, but don't tell anyone, okay? I'm in disguise. Of course, nobody dares say anything about me to my face. Nobody except Chuckles, anyway. Blackthorn is the villain from Ultima 5. Ah, dungeons. Okay. Pretending to be a beggar. That way nobody will suspect who I really am. Here, give me a few coins to keep anyway. Sure, I'll give him 5. I'll give him 5 gold coins. Perhaps there's a little of Lord British in us all. That's creepy. To this dude, is he just a guard? Alright. Not allowed to... This is when they stopped naming dudes. Job, you're a guard. Order. Thin the ranks, huh? From the gargoyles. A few of us are left to patrol the cities. Patrol. Peace. Shrines. Not a single shrine have we liberated. The gargoyles fight like demons. Demons. Notice a certain resemblance. Okay. Oh, lose. That was the thing. You see a sharply dressed, very voluptuous woman. Ah, it's the mint. Aren't you the Avatar? Yes, I recognize you from your portrait. My mother used to tell me stories about you when I was a girl. You probably wouldn't remember her, but she was at the big celebration right after you recovered the Codex. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you that I always hoped someday to meet a man like you. Uh, she's the only one allowed to mint the coins. Copper pence, silver pieces, and gold crowns. Kitten. Museum? You should visit there sometime, but please stay and talk to me a little longer first. Okay. Hence. That's awkward. Okay, cool. That's awkward. I just got sexually harassed. Clearly, they were marketing this game to young men. It's always that kind of weird thing, isn't it? Where, like, they took the time to not so much maybe in this one. Yeah, we'll see when we get there. I know that there's some twists in the game. I think I've just made a mistake. Oh, dang it. Alright, where's my... I have to find my laptop. Alright. Another fun fact about the Ultima series. Oh, you know what? I said I wasn't going to use a lot of help, but I am going to occasionally pull out my phone. Just I don't want to have to like pull up a PDF every time I look at a sign. So I think if I do a search for Ultima room language, yeah, there we go. The runic alphabet. I'll just pull up a Google image search of that. I don't think you can actually see it, at least on that little tiny thing. Yeah, they like to not write their signs in English, apparently. So, part of the game is, you look at something and then it pops it up in runes, and then you have to go and translate it because all you have is time. So this looks like, what are we looking? Avatar. Street. Avatar Lane. Avatar Lane. Well, that makes me feel good. I've got a street named after me. Guildhall. That's where you can buy things like lockpicks and probably torches, adventure gear, that sort of thing. Fletcher. I keep thinking that there's an open command because there was back in the day. Oh, there's Jeffrey. Does not want to waste time. Talk to this young lady. You see a petite woman with flowing brown hair. YOLO, and thy companions as well. I heard rumors that you were in town. YOLO greets his former apprentice warmly. How goes business, Gwyneth? Sir Geoffrey has placed a large order. Much demand for bows these days, what with the gargoyles. And what can I do for YOLO's friends on this fine afternoon? Let me ask about gargoyles first. I hear from the soldiers that gargoyles are fierce opponents. Some gargoyles move like the wind itself and can strike you like lightning bolts. Yeah, it's about. Gargoyles also have a strange and terrible weapon. Ooh. That's what I like to see. 'Tis called a boomerang, and it is a most bizarre ranged weapon. It flies out to strike its target, then returns to the hand that threw it. Against such magic, the soldiers chose to arm themselves with good, stout Britannian bows. Ask you about your job. I was once YOLO's apprentice, but then he decided to retire. Now 'tis my shop, and I craft the bows sold here. Of course, still called Yolo's bows, out of respect for the master. Gwyneth used to join your party, so I'm going to see if she actually will. Okay. Not, browse. Goods. Buy. Aha, there we go. Four. Four? Magic bow. 300 gold. Yes. Oh, not enough gold. She's just gonna give it to you? What? That's awesome. Uh, do I want to sell my sling? Yes. Nope. That's sweet. She just enchanted me. Magic bow. Look at that's the question. Talk to her again. Oh, I can only get one. That's pretty hot, though. She's just like, oh, here, have a magic bow. I have a feeling it's going to be a pretty powerful weapon. Or at least a really handy one. So here's the guild. This is sort of thievery stuff, I'm guessing. Grunting and grumbling man with a large stomach. Name Ephraim, the provisioner. Torches, oil, gems, backpacks, bags, shovels, and powder kegs. Ooh, so let's go. Backpack costs more gold than I have. Five torches. So the place I really need to look for. long gray cloak. He wears gloves with the fingers cut off and carries a large hourglass with him. Name. Daver McCord. Job? Ah, timekeeper. Numbers. Well, I usually know what time it is up here in my head somehow. But just in case, I start this hourglass at sunup, turning it over every 9 hours. Time. It is especially important for those with shops. They know when to open for business, close, eat lunch, and that sort of thing. Business. I guess that you don't keep a regular schedule, Avatar, and all. Probably out till all hours collecting runes and... Ah, I see. Runes. Magical little things. There's a symbol on one side and a letter on the other. Probably spell something out if you put them all on a necklace. But that hasn't been done for a long time. After the Codex of Ultimate Wisdom was brought back from the underworld, Lord British gave the runes to the lords of the 8 cities. Lord British appointed lords to rule the 8 cities. Cities? Let's see now. He counts them off on his fingers. Minok, Trinsic, Gelom, Yu, Scarabray, Brittain, Moonglow. Ah, yes, a new Magencia. I hear each of the lords knows a mantra. Haven't the foggiest what those are for. Something to do with the shrines, I think. Always wanted to visit them, never had the time. Now, time's going to get me back into that conversation, but... Avatar, that was something that he didn't say. You look much taller in person. Justice. So basically, I need to go. Each of the 8 cities has a Blurg. But I can skip cities. Minok, Trinsic, Yu, Scarabray, Brittain, Moonglow, New Magencia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I forget one? Ah, Gelom. So apparently I have to go and visit each one. The routine of old games. Get the mantras. Wayfarer's in Peyton.